We're back somehow again. Keep going somehow. Newscom. Can you believe it?
Can you believe it? It's the wide to receive. It's in children in need. It's new scum all over the world. Yeah.
And we're looking to raise $1 billion
Yeah.
so that we can get Matt a permanent place on the board of peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
leave your super thanks now, please.
Ooh, yeah. £1 billion. I forgot about that. $1 billion though. No, it's not as much.
Yeah, it's not
Not
as
as
much.
much.
Exactly, it's achievable. But actually, with YouTube, they take 30% of every super thanks. So, and actually, on top of that,
Oh God, you've got 1.3 billion then.
if you
Is that how
got
the maths works?
something like that, but there's worse because if you pay with Apple, they take another 20%. Plus, there's some kind of service fee, so it's less. You get less than
Oh
50%.
God.
So we need at least 2 billion, probably 2.5 billion, to get you on that peace board. But we're going to do it, Matt. We're going to get you there.
Do you think that
Thank God.
Do you think that President Trump realised that he sounded exactly like Doctor Evil from Austin Powers when he said, "And to do it, you shall need $1 billion."
He does actually just generally sound like Doctor Evil. This has been noted before.
Yeah.
He's got that sort of Doctor Evil's sound to him. But does Donald Trump realize how much money YouTube's taking from our? Can you fix that? Can you, if you could just fix one thing, and then we could get you on the board of peace? I think you'd be pretty good on the board of peace, wouldn't you, Matt?
Well, it depends who else is on it. Would I get on with Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump and Benjamin? Oh my God, Benjamin Netanyahu would be a real hard one to
I like out of
socialize
all
with.
of the people
Yeah.
that are on this fucking board of peace, the one person that Britain was like the British government was saying, oh, we can't be on it because of Vladimir Putin. So have you seen
Yeah.
this list?
Yeah. Who else was on it? I reckon I'd find Netanyahu the hardest. I think
Netanyahu's on it.
I'd probably be all right with, I don't know. Netanyahu, who else?
Well, Netanyahu, I think, is on as part of Israel. That's right. Because some people are on as individuals, and that's what you'd be. You'd be,
Yeah.
yeah. And then there's like, so you'd be in with Tony Blair every day. That's the little circle you'd be running in. And then there's like world leaders. The Times actually did no, sorry, the FT did a list of some. There's so many. I don't think I've seen a next conclusive
Well,
list of
is
all.
there actually a full, there's a big long list. It's not just the headline ones that I heard.
No, but I mean, for example, listen to this. This is from the FT. They were the first one they said was Bahrain, strong start. They got Morocco, Argentina, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Bulgaria, Hungary, Indonesia, Jordan, Kazakhstan, Kosovo, Pakistan, Paraguay, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, UAE, Uzbekistan, and Mongolia. And Britain was like, we can't have Putin. That'll bring down.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what about Uzbekistan? That would be good. And who are the other horrible human rights abusers?
Bahrain.
Bahrain, yeah. Jesus.
Argentina, I mean, that guy's insane. I think the other thing is he seems to be Trump, I mean, is picking people that he's not really picking countries, he's picking individual leaders that he likes.
Who he likes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all people who, it's almost like a kind of, yeah, we are going to get rid of NATO, but, oh, don't worry, we're not really, but I'm just going to make a new NATO out of my mates.
Well, that's it.
Mato!
Trump,
Mato!
mate. Yeah. Mates rates. Mate rates. I mean, Trump wins
Mato
again.
to enforce the Donroe Doctrine.
Yeah. He is a genius. I mean, this is the thing. He keeps outsmarting everybody. I mean, people get annoyed at Donald Trump and what he's doing. It's like, well, if he's such an idiot, why does he keep winning, right? Everyone was saying, oh, we've got to be really careful. Donald Trump's, he's never going to leave the White House. He's going to go for a third term. We can't let Donald Trump have a third term. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's setting up a world government, making himself the chairman.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
can never be like, it's like, fuck you
Well,
guys.
that's true, actually. He could very easily just stay on as head of the board. That's the thing. He doesn't need to. No, you're right. That's a really good point. He doesn't give a shit about the presidency anymore. He's moving on to bigger and better things.
Exactly. Yeah. Democrats, they're just too small-minded. But actually, I had a double epiphany.
Wank. Oh,
Well, yeah, in between. Yeah, one wank, one epiphany. That's how it works for me. I don't know about you.
that's not a double wank, Daniel.
What's a double wank?
It has to be twice in a row. You can't have an epiphany in the middle.
Well, you literally. Well, I mean, the epiphanies are quite quick. How? Well, you can't do anything at all between the two.
Well, I don't know.
Can you wipe yourself down?
It depends on the definition. It's been a long time since I was.
So you've done a wank. Well,
20.
yeah, getting older. Yeah, I mean, a double wank in itself is quite an achievement these days.
Yeah. As Richard Whiteley used to say on Countdown, I used to be Richard Whiteley twice nightly, and now I'm Richard. I don't know, something else. Someone put it in the comments. Like,
I don't think he said any of that. That sounds very unlike Countdown.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to hear about my two epiphanies?
Yeah, well, just the one in the middle, please.
Well, the other one came after the other. They both count.
Fine. All right then.
Well, I don't know.
X-rated, not safe for work.
If you've heard about this, right? I didn't know about this, but Donald Trump's put up these plaques in the White House. Did you hear about that?
No.
So, yeah, this was a few months ago, but anyway, I just came across it recently. So in the White House, right, there are pictures of all of the ex-presidents going back chronologically through time, right? Like on this long corridor. And Donald Trump came up with the idea of writing little plaques underneath, giving information about each.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously the last one is Biden. And it just goes, this guy's a real loser. Everybody called him Sleepy Joe. It's just all of them are clearly written by him. I feel like I'd like to see what some of the later ones that he can't even remember the president. He probably gave up, I imagine. Yeah. But, you know, so like it's like when, you know, when you start one of those sort of projects, like Biden, Obama, so like 5 or 6 paragraphs.
Yeah.
You get back to Hoover.
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, it's like one sentence.
I didn't like him when John didn't give him some food in that comic strip.
And we'll do, and then he goes back and he starts doing the first ones because they're famous as well. And then in the middle, I'll get round to them. But I did have a bit of an epiphany when I read that, and I was like, gee, like even for me, I was thinking, this is a tremendous waste of time. This is really, really, just really silly behavior. When you're in office, you're supposed to be fucking running the country, and he's sitting there drafting these ridiculous plaques. But then I had another wank, and then I had another epiphany.
Because sometimes apparently it helps. It's to do
exactly.
with
And then because I went on BBC News, and they had an article fact checking Donald Trump's plaques, and I was like, oh, I'm back on Trump's side. You fucking idiots. Yeah. I was like, you fucking idiots. I mean, okay, well, how stupid is it for him to make a plaque? Fair enough. But like, the only thing worse than that is actually writing a serious article fact-checking Donald Trump's made-up plaques. It's like, Joe Biden's a loser. And it's like, fact check. Claim Joe Biden is a loser. Fact. Actually, he actually won an election for one thing. You know what? Joe Biden isn't a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was I was back on Trump's side.
Yeah, it's good to get back to where you belong.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think, like, they keep saying that Trump's got brain, like, geriatric, whatever it's called. God, I've fucking got it. But I saw Jon Stewart this morning say, well, Donald Trump wandered over to a window, and he's like, God, he seems like he's senile. I'm like, you can't complain about, like, it's just because someone's got to 80 and they walk up to a window doesn't mean that they're fucking, you can't diagnose them with some kind of degenerative brain condition.
I mean, Donald Trump is great because he covered himself. He knew this was coming. And so he started talking like a complete idiot in his sort of mid-40s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, you can't get me. But it is, I mean, that Board of Peace meeting, I don't know if you saw it. So he's sitting there with all of the leaders. And they're all just like, you know, I mean, some of them, I guess, are from quite substantial countries, others not. But there's just like sort of 20, 30 people sitting on these chairs. He's on this sort of plinth at the end. And he's in the middle of his speech. And he just turns to the guys and goes, and I'm just so happy to be here with all these great people, fantastic people. Not all of them. Some of them I don't like, actually. You know, I don't like everybody. And then he thinks for a second, goes, but actually on this case, I like everybody here. They're all great people. Often there are one or two I don't like, but this time I do like them all. And then these are probably the best people I've ever met, except for one. One of them I don't like. I really hate this guy. I'm not going to say who he is, but he's the worst guy I've ever met. And it's just like, it just keeps going. And he's like, but actually, when I come to think of it, he's actually the best guy. He's the only one I like. I hate everybody else. I only like that. And he just gets into this. He kind of breaks. It's a bit like AI. He just sort of goes into this sort of circular thing where he can't get out of what he's trying to say. So
because he's constantly processing, isn't he? But that's the thing. That's what worries me about Donald Trump, is that I always kind of hoped that maybe there was like an idea at the end, but I don't really think there is anymore. I just think that he's just spinning. What feels right in this microsecond?
Well,
I think that's about it.
Your mate George Galloway tweeted in January something along the lines of, Trump is destroying all of the institutions that I've spent my life fighting. It feels like heaven to be alive. Something obviously is ironic to some degree, but there is that double edge with Trump, where on the one hand, like, he's fucking up the world order, he's destroying American empire to some degree. But it's like, is he destroying American? Yeah, exactly. Is he destroying American empire? And then that will leave space for something else to arrive, or will it be filled with his board of peace and the Trump's personal empire? That's where we are.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, if the board of peace was genuinely good, then it might even be like that sort of sliver of hope, but it doesn't look like it's going to be.
Well, I don't think Trump's going to make something good. The hope would be that he destroys all he can do is be a wrecker, right? He destroys U.S. empire, and then he creates some bullshit thing that also falls on its arse, and then out of that wreckage, J.D. Vance creates a really, really great utopian world government. Anyway,
maybe the best hope is that he creates the board of peace and it's not as horrendous as everyone expects, and therefore you kind of draw down American empire, and it's kind of replaced with some kind of international structures that they're bad, but
like the UN,
perhaps not quite as bad, as somewhere in between being as bad as NATO and the United Nations.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, the United Nations, you should reform the United Nations and get
rid. They
need
to do that anyway.
Of the stupid 5 countries or whatever that have veto powers, which is ridiculous. But obviously that's never going to happen. So what he's done, I mean, what this board of peace,
that's probably what I would have done. Like, if I became president, which I think is fairly
of the board of peace,
well, if anything, the first thing I'd probably do is reform the UN to make it, to reflect a multilateral world. But
you say that, Matt, though. But I was wondering, if we did get you on the board of peace, and it's going to cost us quite a lot here at Newscom.
Yeah,
so
but
how many years
we've been raising money.
We have been raising money, but as I say, with the cuts from YouTube and Apple, that's what's really made the difference. We'd probably already be there otherwise. But I was thinking, how corruptible is Matt Alford? Because I think once you get into that place of power, there's going to be a lot of temptation, Matt.
Yeah. What do I have to do? What do I have to avoid?
Well, obviously, I mean, what Epstein shows is that anything's on the table. But I know, Matt, for you personally, I think what they would do is they would put you in a room with Robbie Coltrane and a fun-sized bag of Snickers, and he'd sit down and feed you Snickers and tell you the property deal that's going to go down in Gaza, and you'd be so overwhelmed by the celebrity of it all that you'd probably agree.
I think I'd be very distracted by Robbie Coltrane, because I'm the world's biggest fan of Cracker.
Exactly.
And I'd just get him to quote Cracker.
He'd do a little Cracker around your house.
I'd probably slag him off a lot for his terrible... I mean, he's probably one of the greatest actors that we've ever had in Britain. But fuck me, that Russian guy he did for James Bond was a terrible fucking bit of acting. And Harry Potter was a terrible bit of acting. But then he was in good company with it.
Yeah. Well, Goldeneye.
He's probably just trying to make the kids feel better in Harry Potter. It's like, oh, don't worry, I can act really fucking terribly too.
But I think Goldeneye, he's barely in it.
But he was in the sequel as well. Die another something. I think.
Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yes, that's the one. Yes. Yes. It's a risk, isn't it? If Robbie Coltrane's offering me Snickers.
Yeah, and he'll fix your washing machine. He'll do a whole cracker investigation.
Please.
And he'll go around your house, and you can watch him investigate.
Get rid of the dishwasher that's been languishing there broken for about 8 months, year. Redo the... Oh, no, I've done the doorbell, actually. That's all right. Get rid of the washing machine out in the yard.
It's like Jeremy Corbyn. He's impeachable. He's unimpeachable. He's impeachable with his unimpeachableness.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'd probably try and... I'd crack my joke at the start, which is, hi, everyone, to all the guys on the thing. I'd be like, I'm pretty fucking bored of peace too. Let's have a war. Oh, no kidding. And then we'd continue with the business of the day.
He'd be like, yeah, I can understand. He'll be like, you're from that fucking Newscum, aren't you? I bet that's like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe we can just inflate the value of Newscum, like float it on the whatever, and then that will convince like Donald Trump to stick us on the board.
Oh, that's true, actually.
See, that's what you need to do. Just you need to stick yourself on the internet saying that you're valued at $1 billion.
The potential for Newscom is in the billions, obviously. At the moment, it's just about getting enough people using the service.
Yes.
The service itself is incredible.
Yeah, the service itself is $1 billion service.
Yeah, it's $1 billion service, absolutely. And once we get users engaged, once
we get users engaged.
Hello, users. Hit that like users. Button, you user. Engage. We need to float. Yeah, we need to float on stock market. Could you do that? I wonder, because that would be better than getting money through YouTube, where they take all the money. If we just gave out shares in YouTube Complaints on a Plate. That's the umbrella.
The parent company.
The parent company, exactly. Would that be better? Could we get money that way?
It sounds a little bit like the producers where they do Springtime for Hitler. We just need a load of old grannies to invest.
Is that what they do? They get investment. How do they actually get investment?
The idea is that they get investment from, they get like $100 or whatever from each gullible person. And then they put the play on, but then they make sure it's so bad that it flops after one night, and then they keep the money. And that works through accounting and law or whatever.
They get cash.
I think they get this film was from 1967, wasn't it? So it was more. I think it was checks actually.
Checks. God damn it. Yeah. No more checks. Yeah, we did talk at the beginning of this podcast about going door to door and trying to raise cash that way. But I think if we could do some sort of online, if we could raise some capital. Old people's homes are a good place to start. Because they don't understand anything about anything. So we could be like, look, we make a show on YouTube, and then we could show. They'd probably be quite impressed. They'd be the only people. Oh, look, they've got a split screen. Wow, it's very professional. And then we'd be like, and we're raising the issues and your concerns. What are your concerns as old person's home? And then we get them to tell us, and we'll be raising those issues on the show. Give us some money. That could work.
Yeah, I think there's some ethical dimensions to that plan, and also you might be underestimating the viciousness of the elderly's revenge when they've actually watched an episode. This isn't what we signed up that check for, Barbara. I don't know if that's how people speak in old people's homes.
Like outraged Americans.
Shake my stick at these young whippersnappers.
Anyway, Board of Peace. I think if we are to get you on there, we do need to understand exactly how it works.
Yeah, how does it work?
I don't know, but there's apparently you put $1 billion in, but then some people just seem to get invited, like Tony Blair and Jared Kushner. I don't think they put $1 billion in.
Oh no, I wouldn't have thought Tony Blair's. Tony Blair's very, very wealthy, but I don't think he's made $1 billion.
And he certainly isn't going to spend it on this shit. I wouldn't have thought.
No, it's like, oh god, I've got $1,000,000,001. from all my speaking tours after doing the fucking Prime Minister shit. I've got one. If I spend it on this, I'm going to have $1 left, but it's going to be good.
I do wonder about Blair though, because obviously the Labour government have come out against it now, and that sort of puts Blair in this weird position. So the argument they give, so this is in the FT again, quoting some defender, some Blair apologist, says Blair, UK Prime Minister from 1997 to 2007, has joined the board as a private individual. This makes me think he's paid, having been involved in discussion with the White House over the future of Gaza. He played an important role in brokering a peace deal in Northern Ireland in 1998. Now, they think that's a strong argument. The thing was, the detail they're missing there is he was Prime Minister of the UK at the time of that deal. He was he had to be involved in the deal. It's not like Yasser Arafat was invited over because he's great at making peace deals. And he was like in the middle of Northern Ireland. I can help you with your peace deal. I'm dealing with my own peace deal. It's like Tony Blair has nothing. You know what I mean? It's like, he did it. He did his fucking job as Prime Minister.
Yeah, he happened to be there. It was just as soon as the.
I think he was key in what was going on.
Yeah, I think he didn't.
But that doesn't mean that he should be in Gaza. It's just
yeah.
Completely ridiculous. So Netanyahu's fine, according to the British government, but Putin is not. The FT says, were Putin to be accepted, he would join Netanyahu in becoming the second world leader wanted on war crime charges by the International Criminal Court at The Hague to sign up. I like that. I like the FT's sort of sarky way of sort of two people that are wanted by the International Criminal Court to The Hague will be joining the Board of Peace.
Yeah. I should point out as well, I haven't read this properly yet, but when Donald Trump says everyone needs to pay $1 billion, he won't actually mean that. He's just saying it because he likes saying $1 billion. Like, that's all it is.
It's
so like Tony Blair won't have to. No one's gonna have to pay. It's just
it's for losers like us. It's like when you go to the club, and the bouncer's like, "Oh, right this way, Tony Blair." Yeah, and it's like Matt Alford. Sorry, wrong shoes, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Private party.
But he's got the same shoes as me.
Yeah. So this is the structure of the board, right? The draft charter seen by the Financial Times characterizes the Board of Peace as a group of member states. So they're at the top, represented by the head of state or government. And then on top of that, of course, is Donald Trump, the chairman, who has a veto over everything and his lifetime position. This board, the Board of the States, will sit above a separate executive board of individuals. This is where you come in, which is due to include former UK Prime Minister Sir Tony Blair, private equity boss Mark Rowan, and the US President's son-in-law Jared Kushner. And just so anyone that was hanging around.
Say this. They always take the piss and say, and Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. They never say Jared Kushner.
But what? Well, that's because what is his job? How else can you present him as?
He's like Mandelson was, isn't it? Minister without portfolio, just hanging around.
He's not though. He's not even that. That's the thing.
Yeah,
he'd kill for that role.
Yeah.
Below this, another executive board will be assigned specifically to deal with Gaza. This body began meeting this week to discuss the reconstruction.
And includes Melania's grandma, Doris Smith.
So there we go. We wish Donald Trump and all the boys, I think there's one woman, the best of luck.
Just get it right, guys. I know you can do this.
Yeah, we know.
I've got every faith in you.
Everybody's got all faith in Donald Trump for this one. We've got 7 minutes left, Matt.
Wow. What to do?
Well,
we could make another cup of coffee.
Well, you could do that after the 7 minutes, ideally, rather than in the middle of the podcast.
Could have another piece of chocolate cake, but I've already had 2.
I could give some chocolate cake to Beryl.
Yeah.
Back.
Beryl's back, everyone. It's the big Newscum news.
I could have another mini pork pie that I got from the co-op.
Oh God, that sounds grim.
But to be fair, we could continue with the podcast rather than me thinking about the break.
I know that you will be thinking about that, whatever I do. So the other big news is, of course, Andy Burnham.
Oh yeah, what happened with him?
Well, so the MP for Gorton and Denton, which is sort of near Manchester, presumably.
Yeah.
He's standing down. So there's going to be a by-election there. That would be a plum seat for Andy Burnham to take.